Hello again, everyone. Jason Sharpe here from DocSports.com with another free play selection in college basketball action for this Sunday, December 14th, 2025, in the game between St. Mary's, who will play Boise State at a neutral site. Before I get into the breakdown of that game, though, I'd like to mention the fact that I am off to a solid 23-10 start in the NBA this basketball season, up over $4,000 in profits won betting pro hoops. The NBA has been my number one sport over the years, as I've won, or the last 2 years, as I've won over $9,000 in profits betting $100 per unit. So head on over to Doc Sports today. If you do not have an account there, you can sign up for one, and we will give you a free $60 credit to use however you'd like. Okay, let's look at this college basketball game, Sunday, December 14th, between St. Mary's and Boise State. This game's being played in the state of Idaho, but not at the Boise State campus, so somewhat of a neutral site game, I guess I should say. A little bit still advantage here, home court wise, probably for the Boise State team. The current line in this one is about St. Mary's -1, -1.5, depending on where you're at book wise. St. Mary's off to a 9-1 start, very stable program. 9-1 start to the year. Randy Bennett's been the head coach there almost 25 years, and he's done a really good job. In fact, he's only gotten better. The St. Mary's team may be at its best the last 4 or 5 years. They have been like a top 25-ish team in the KenPom ratings. In fact, each of the past 4 years, they've had a better rating than this Boise State team at the end of the season. They have a better rating this season as well. They're 6-1 against the spread this year when favored in a game by 18 or less points. They're 6-1 against the number, so they remain a little underrated as well. They should have revenge on their minds in this one. They've lost back-to-back years to Boise State, two close, very close games, including last year's overtime loss to the Broncos. So St. Mary's has that on their side. On the other side of things, Boise State, pretty typical top 40-ish team, 45-ish. Leon Rice, head coach, they lost to a non-Division I team to start the year. An unbelievable loss game that didn't even have a point spread on it. And they've kind of cleaned some things up since then, but that's a little scary to see that they struggled so badly in that game. Like I mentioned earlier, they've not been as good as this program-wise. They're not as good as this St. Mary's program the last 4 years. And overall, what makes Boise State so good, especially this season, is they are a great rebounding team, big team. But St. Mary's can negate that issue because they're just as big, if not bigger, up front than Boise State, and they can rebound just as well. So I think St. Mary's is the better program. This is a cheap price, better team overall. So my free play selection here is to take St. Mary's to win this game over Boise State Sunday, December 14th. If you could do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping us build our YouTube channel here at Doc Sports. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by today, and good luck with all of your bets.